This is the podcast
of stuff.
Welcome to the podcast
Of stuff.
Okay, so we are approaching
Wrestlemania.
Yes, I wanted to do it in the Finks voice, but it's a bit late in the day. So WrestleMania 32 this weekend.
Oh yeah, can't wait.
We're going to do some predictions and what we want to see, what we think is going to happen possibly.
Yep, and
Probably all going to be wrong.
Possibly, I have not been on... This is weird for me. I have not been searching the internet for spoilers.
We have both seen Raw this week though.
Yes, we have.
Yes, so that's a good start anyway.
I stayed up. I watched 1 o'clock till 4 o'clock because literally it's the Raw before.
I was going to say, so before we go into WrestleMania then, what do you think of the Raw before WrestleMania?
The opening segment was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just started off with the ding.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Undertaker, he is looking awesome for his age.
He does look phenomenal.
He looks phenomenal. He looks better than he did at Survivor Series and SummerSlam and Hell in a Cell. Yeah, he's done a lot this year, hasn't he?
Yeah, and we had Shane come out and confront it.
Yeah.
We got a bit personal with each other.
And I got to admit, Shane, you were born to be Vince's bitch.
Yeah, but I mean, even just before that, people haven't really mentioned it. Shane actually said to him that his legacy got destroyed when he lost to Brock Lesnar.
He did.
Whoa,
big move.
Big thing to say.
Big thing. That's when the Undertaker said, "You're Vince's bitch."
He must have asked Undertaker if he could say that. I hope he did.
He's got to have.
He isn't making WrestleMania.
No. There's a backstage segment there which we're not going to see, and Taker has just killed Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
And Vince is in the background going, "Oh no."
Yeah. So I mean, the segment ended. Of course, Shane managed to get Taker on the announce table and do his classic flying elbow drop through it.
Yeah, but do you know what I was thinking? As soon as I saw him look, and then he get up on top rope, and I just went, Shane, it's not a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
No.
Stop doing this to yourself.
You're gonna hurt yourself, Mania. No, and when he done it, it was beautiful.
But at the same point, you're going, this is so cool.
It was.
Yeah.
He flew like a beautiful gazelle.
The gazelles fly?
If they did, they'd fly like Shane.
I suppose he didn't fly really, did he?
No,
he landed quite heavily.
He fell with some control.
But yeah, no, I said to you earlier, and we mentioned it quickly, was he stood on the top rope, Shane. And it's just a moment where I looked at him and I'm thinking what's going on in his head. Like,
I'm too old.
Yeah, I'm too old, I'm doing this again. And he kind of has like a breath, like here we go. Yeah. And you can see him jump and it's like, please make it Shane. Please make it Shane. And he almost overshot. It was such a good
it was
jump.
Close, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they went through the table. Shane crawls out of there.
Yeah, they done the slow-mo and you can see the table going, Undertaker literally staying there and then dropping.
Yeah.
And I just thought, as soon as I saw the slow-mo, I was like, Taker's hurt.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, Taker does the rise.
Yeah.
Thumb across the neck. Rest in peace.
Yeah, which was cool. The only thing I would say is that if Shane can do that to him in Hell in a Cell, he wins. Because Taker was down for a while,
He was, yeah.
Yeah. We will get to that match.
But with Hell in a Cell, there is no countouts.
There's no countdowns. I mean, he could lay him out there, put him in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
He's going to have to put him in the ring.
If you start putting too much logic, but this match doesn't necessarily need lots of logic. It's going to be a spectacle.
It's wrestling logic.
I don't want to call it a stunt show. It'll be a spectacle.
It'll be a spectacle. Yeah. Wrestling is logic out the window.
Yeah. And we'll talk about it when we get to it on WrestleMania, but it's, the kitchen sink is going to be thrown at this match, I think, isn't it?
Oh, everything's going. And it's the last but one, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I got to admit, Roman Reigns and Triple H have got to pull everything. Well, Roman Reigns got to pull everything out. People are naturally cheering for Triple H.
The fight didn't work for me.
Oh, at the end.
When they were pulled apart and Triple H goes to go run back at him and that's supposed to get a big part.
And no, it didn't work.
It didn't. And
didn't work.
Roman, it's not that Roman is necessarily doing stuff wrong now. It's just that so much damage was done to him before now that no matter what he does now, he's going to get booed. That's the problem. Because
everyone knows we want to see him as a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
We want to see him as Stone Cold type bad guy.
Yeah.
Coming. Have you noticed though? He's not coming through the crowd anymore.
I did notice that last night. I had noticed it before, but I did notice it last night.
It's been for the last few weeks.
Make it part of. I'll talk about it later. Make it part of the heel turn.
Exactly.
But
because he's not going through the crowd anymore. Because he don't give a.
The only other things from Raw is we had Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman in the ring. Heyman was doing his thing. Oh, thank you, Paul Heyman, as well, for pointing out that they're called weapons. They're not toys. He didn't say that to JBL or Michael Cole. They're not toys.
Yeah,
they're weapons, for goodness sake. Okay, so that I had to get in.
Heyman for me in that bit.
Yeah. That's why he's Paul Heyman, isn't he?
Yeah. And then Ambrose brings his little trolley around.
Yeah, just comes out, shows off his toys, grabbed another one, I think. Yeah. And then he just leaves and is like, yeah, okay, see you at Mania. Yeah. I love that.
Which was great, because they didn't need that they didn't need to go face to face there and have a little brawl.
No.
Because it's all in the ring.
Yeah, absolutely. There were a few other things that happened on Raw, but those were the main notable points, weren't they, for the big matches, I would say?
Basically, I'm disappointed the Wyatts and definitely not in anything this year.
I'm hearing, I don't know if this is true, that Bray might be injured. That might have been one of the factors.
Well, that's why Bray didn't fight a Roadblock. He's got bad back.
There we go.
But, he has done a couple of live events recently.
Well, that's silly, isn't it? Or is it just a testing ground to see if he's right? Yeah. I mean, if he's, I kind of like if he is injured. I like that they're keeping him relevant.
He's still keeping him in the mouth. He's not off TV completely.
Yeah, you haven't. Which I don't know if that's the worst thing for him at the minute.
We haven't had any Wyatt promos.
No, and that's the thing. If you take him away from TV for a bit now, because you've had him lose to everybody, bring him back in a little while, do something really shocking. Then maybe you get all his heat back.
Yeah, you could bring him back and say a big show like SummerSlam. And he takes the title or takes the champion out just as the champions won it.
You did say a big show and not the big show, yeah?
Not the
Big Show and Kane were on Raw again this week. What?
Yeah,
in the blue hell is that all about?
I don't know.
But anyway.
I don't know. They're two big guys and they're just using them poorly because Kane, to me, should be the monster. And I've said it constantly. They have moments where they bring him back as the monster. Especially with the Seth Rollins stint where he was the monster.
Yeah, that was
personality. I thought that was great. And then
Seth bounced for him as well,
Yeah,
that's the main thing about that.
And then it just went back to.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, did you come out of Raw? The main matches that you're looking forward to. It didn't change that, I assume. You're still.
No, I'm still excited. I'm really excited for AJ and Jericho 4.
Yeah, I'll get to
that. Do you know why? Because I think that's going to be. The other matches were just building to what they could do.
They were TV matches, weren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, we know how good both of them are. I'm not mad that I've seen them a few times already.
Yeah.
Really.
I've been watching AJ for years.
It's not like it's the main event and we're just redoing it. It's not like we're having Randy Orton, John Cena, is it? It's
Oh, thank Christ! No, they're not. They haven't wrestled enough on TV for everyone to be bored of it yet.
No, exactly.
And to be honest, AJ is still so new to the company.
Yeah.
Not everyone has seen what he does.
A good analogy as well, as I remember in WCW, and I'm old, so I'll remember this better probably, but there was a best of 7 series once for the US title, and it was Benoit and Booker T.
And they went on at it for ages.
7 matches, and I watched every one. So
I remember that, and I remember watching it every one.
How many times we seen Shawn and Triple H? they were fighting for about 2 years at one stage.
And they got back together, DX.
Yeah.
And that was started, that 2-year run of fighting.
Yeah.
Was because Triple H, they'd done a reunion, and Triple H kicked him just before they done.
Still, when I think of it, son of a. But yeah. So, well, do you want to get into WrestleMania?
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah!
Okay, so I've got a loose sort of running order here. This will probably be different on the night, but this is kind of how...
I've already written down my winners and losers for the night.
I have 2 and a couple of points.
This is going to be a short podcast, but this is going to be a pivotal podcast.
Yeah, so I've got first the 20-man Battle Royal, because they do tend to start with that. It's on the pre-show.
You mean the Andre Memorial?
Yes, the Andre the Giant Memorial. I didn't bring it in because, although it's cool that it's Andre, It's not really Andre, is it?
No, they're just... it's a gimmick match.
It's a nice name.
Yeah, it's a gimmick match for the show.
Yeah, it's good that they honour people like Andre and stuff like that. You know, I've got no problem with that. But so going in, there's loads of people in this. Lots of people who aren't relevant.
They're going to throw a few more now on SmackDown.
Yeah, I can pretty confident saying Damien Sandow won't win it.
I can confidently say Damien won't win it too.
So, do you have a winner in mind?
I have a winner in mind.
I'm curious because we don't know each other's winners here. So.
No, I've put Kane.
You've put Kane.
Do you know why?
He's
the second big man to win it then. Because Big Show won it last year. The year before that was Cesaro won it, and Cesaro ain't a big man. Okay. So Kane will win it this year because he'd be the second big man to win it. And also Kane is deserving to win something. Even though when Big Show won it, he didn't go far with the winning.
Yeah.
And Kane won't go far with the winning.
No, it will do nothing.
It will do nothing at all for a storyline or anything. And they had masses of opportunity to make Big Show's storyline much bigger because he won it because he is the giant.
Yeah.
And they done nothing.
He was Andre's son once as well. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Yeah.
Oh, bad. Yeah, he came in, his first match was the world title holder.
In WCW.
Yeah, and it's like a lifetime away. It's like a lifetime away.
Yeah.
That
was 98.
I do have a prediction as well for... he's earlier than that, actually, because he was in the NWO, wasn't he, sure? 96, maybe? 95, 96? Yeah, he's been 20 years now. It's crazy when you think about it.
Because he was in the Waterboy in 97.
Yeah. But yeah, no, anyway, regardless of that, I do have a winner. I think they're going to give it to someone who you've mentioned a few times, who I don't rate in the slightest, but I think the big guy syndrome is going to kick in with Vince as it does, and he's going to go, this is a good time to give a giant a push.
And they're going to give it to Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman.
Is he in it?
I don't know. This is the thing with the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Going in, they throw some names, but then it's just I'm sure
give you the full list.
I'm sure they decide on the day.
There.
You know. Oh yeah. By the way, we got that. Okay, who's left? Blah blah blah. You can go. You can wrestle twice, Dolph, and lose twice because
they put Hideo Itami in it last year.
Oh yeah. God, see, I didn't even remember that.
Yeah,
that's crazy. But yeah, so I think Strowman because I think Vince will see this as an opportunity to put him on the map.
Get in something.
Yes. I still don't think he's ready, but...
And it gives something else with Bray to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. The Andre the Giant.
Yeah, I like that.
Bray having it next to him, next to his chair as a trophy, as if it's his and that kind of thing. And
yeah, and also down the line, that could be Braun going against Bray. That would be great.
I think at some point the family will turn on Bray when it's set up better, hopefully. But we've had them split.
But the problem is we haven't got a head of the family.
No.
And there's only one person who can do the head of the family. Jake,
yeah. I'll just say to anybody listening as well, if you've not seen the resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts, I watched it the other day. It's brilliant. Go. I don't know where you buy it from, but go find it. It's excellent.
It's on iTunes. I might buy it.
Yeah, it's really, really worth a few pounds. It's very good. Okay, so I say Strowman, you say Kane, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Neither of us are particularly happy with our decision, but
no, because
with the Strowman there's probably more progression, because like you mentioned with Kane, there's not going to be anything.
There's not going to be nothing with Kane. With Strowman there's going to be progression.
Yeah.
And it could lead into Bray and his psychedelia of I am the leader, so I win everything that you win.
Yeah, it's the family. It's all about the family, isn't it?
The family. And who's the head of the family?
Yeah.
Bray.
And yet still probably the best worker of all of them doesn't get a sniff.
Luke Harper and Eric Rowan.
Yeah.
And Eric, is it Luke or is it Eric that's injured right now? I can't remember.
I don't know. Luke is the guy who looks like Bruiser Brody. So he's pretty special, I think. But anyway. So that's first. So if we say that's the first match, that's what we're going with. I've got then the Dudleys and the Usos.
I thought the team Total Divas and Bad and Blonde.
You can do that first if you want. I don't think it matters which order they put those two in. But yeah, you're right.
So Usos Dudleys.
Yeah.
This could be a throwaway match, but I reckon it'd be really good. It's
two very good teams.
Yes, and also I reckon it's really good because Bubba Ray is playing his Bully Ray role in Bubba Ray clothing.
It's very similar.
Yes.
That's him, really, isn't it? You know.
That is basically him turned up to 10.
He's a New Yorker. He talks like that.
Yeah.
He said, I've heard him say that. You know.
When he has interviews and he's out of character.
Yeah.
He talks like a New Yorker.
Yeah.
Very harsh.
New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Very harsh on the language barrier.
Yeah, absolutely. So, have you got a prediction? Who do you think's going to win? Who do you think's going to win?
Usos.
The Usos.
Do you know why I reckon the Usos?
Yeah.
Because for some reason they're playing the good boys and Dudley's playing bad boys.
And they owe the Dudleys.
They do owe the Dudleys.
Perfectly sound logic.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find it with my list. I don't have a lot of that though, because I think my theory. Okay, I should call it out now.
I'd like the Dudleys to win though.
Me too.
I want the Dudleys to win because if you look at the WrestleMania records for them, Usos are actually better off than the Dudleys.
Yeah, I mean the Dudleys were going through tables and ladders.
Yeah, but they didn't win.
No.
It's always Edge and Christian.
Of course.
Edge and Christian. All right, they're cool as part of Gingrov's team and the new brood.
Yeah.
And then Matt and
best entrance ever, the Brood.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And then Matt and Jeff took over, and then they had a bit of a feud.
Yeah.
And then so on and so forth. Then the Dudleys came in.
Oh no, I'm getting misty-eyed.
Yeah, I'm getting misty-eyed now thinking about it all. Oh, it was great.
Yeah. But you'd like to see the Dudleys.
I want to see the Dudleys win. But I went for logic on mine.
Yeah.
On my list, as you'll tell.
Well, with my WrestleMania list, I'm going on the basis that I think they've got a little bit of a panic on about this WrestleMania.
So they want to surprise people.
Okay, so they're going to throw a few in there where you'll go, oh, didn't see that coming, okay? This will become a theme. Okay? Got it. Okay. This will become a theme. So, basically what I think is going to happen, I think the Dudleys are going to win. And I think what's going to happen then is the Dudleys are going to chase the tag titles. I'm not going to say who because we haven't got to the tag title match yet, but I think the Dudleys will chase the titles again because
they need it.
They're the Dudley boys.
Yeah.
You know, and they're calling that out all the time, how many times they've been champions. And whatever company they're in, TNA, WWE, when they come in, they're bad, they're bad, big and bad for a bit, they love their tables, but then it always comes back to, yeah, we want to win the titles. We've won more titles than anybody. And I think the Dudleys have now. I think they've won titles in more companies than anybody else. Road Warriors / Legion of Doom included. I really think that they've won the most now.
They've won everything. TNA, ECW, and WWE. They are multiple times. 10 times in
Japan,
WWE. NJPW.
New Japan, yeah. I struggle with the initials.
New Japan,
NJPW.
NJP2.
Yeah.
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Thank you.
Yeah, where AJ Styles made a massive name for himself.
Yeah.
As well as Jericho back in the day.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, you had New Japan, All Japan, didn't you? They were great, but yeah, so for that reason, I think the Dudleys are going to go with the Usos, and because I'm not entirely sure where the Usos are going, I'm not sure. It's not that they can't wrestle. I think they're a little bit stale now, and I'm not sure what you do with them.
Usos.
Yeah.
Well, they got that Uso do and Uso and all that crap.
You know, if they took that like sort of hacker thing out of their entrance, I'd like their entrance better. But if you bad guy them, take that out.
Well, they're not going to bad guy him because they're
face for life.
And they're too connected to Roman.
Yeah.
And Roman needs to be a bad guy. And if they make Roman a bad guy, who else do they make bad guy?
Yeah.
His cousins.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
You know, that's how I look at it.
Cool. So, so you're
going. I'm going Usos on that. Do you know why? Because that's the logical choice.
Yes.
And that just makes him a step forward.
Yeah.
And you know, and the way WWE has been playing right now, the older guys drop it just for the new guys to make bigger, and they do need to make the tag teams bigger because New Day is probably the biggest thing they got right now.
Oh,
and they're awesome. They got Bootios and everything. And when they started that
Bootios is brilliant.
It's awesome.
It's brilliant.
And the problem is they started that as a throwaway, didn't they?
Can I just ask you quickly? Did you make it through the League of Nations match on Raw?
Mm.
Did you see when the match got boring? What the crowd started singing? Could you make out what it was?
It was Bootios, wasn't it?
This is Booty.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! So we're at that stage now, where we're now chanting, "This is Booty." But it was funny.
Well, we'll find out when we go to the live shows in April or November.
Yeah.
I'm not going till November, I don't think.
No. Okay. Well, I mean, so all right. So, we'll go to the Divas match then. When I say Divas match, I don't mean the title match. There's they've sandwiched in an 8-woman tag to get it on WrestleMania.
Total Divas and Team Bad plus Blonde.
Yeah. Now, one thing that happened on Raw was Eva Marie came to save Total Divas. Is there been a more hated woman in WWE than Eva Marie?
No, there haven't.
She got booed for making the save.
Yeah, they did boo her, no, didn't they?
They destroyed her. And she came down looking all, enthusiastic. Firstly, she ain't a face. No. She's a heel. Everything about that girl makes you dislike
heel, her. Yeah. It's the hair.
Arrogance drips off her.
Yeah, it's everything. She is a heel.
Women hate her. Men are like, who do you think you are? You are nice looking, but who do you think you are?
I actually don't find her that attractive.
She's not for me, but I know a lot of people do. Let's be honest. A lot of people do, don't they?
I'm Emma, all the way.
Right, well.
Team Blonde.
Well, if I show you my notes quickly, the only note I wrote for that match was Emma to win.
I'd love it.
Okay, and the reason being that I'm still catching up on NXT, but I love that.
I love it.
But yeah, I mean, although that wasn't really what she's about.
No, she's a bad girl and I like it.
She went back to NXT and I've heard that she's been great in NXT.
I've been watching it.
So I think if you're going to get anything out of this match, it's giving Emma a win. I hope they don't have Eva Marie win it because they like her so much.
They do like her.
She wouldn't be around if they didn't.
The problem with Eva Marie is she can't wrestle.
Yeah.
I've been watching her on NXT and she's awful.
I mean, I've seen her training with Spanky. And Total Divas, I do watch it, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, but unfortunately.
And it's not like she's not working hard.
No,
it's just that it's so forced.
She's got no fluidity in her wrestling. And you got people that like Emma, who has been doing it for years.
Yeah.
And you've got people like, you've got the new, The Rock's cousin, what's her name? Nia something.
Oh, and Nia Jax.
Nia Jax, yeah.
Yes.
It's Nia. We're not American.
Yeah. You have issues with this, don't you? Yeah. American pronunciation.
Yeah, I don't like American pronunciation.
I understand what you're saying. So, if anything's going to come out of it, if Emma's doing that well on NXT and she's going to make another run at it, then give her the win. Who else benefits apart from Eva Marie?
No one else.
No one on the team else. Bad and Blonde. I don't know what the team Bad and Blonde thing
Bad and Blonde. Well, the team Blonde is from NXT.
Yeah.
And it's two blonde girls. It's Emma and...
what's the other? Summer Rae.
No, it's not Summer Rae.
Isn't she in it?
She's not on... she used to be part of Team Blonde, but with Emma and Summer Rae. But they separated now. It's someone else.
Well, it's irrelevant, let's be honest.
Let's just say they're a bad team though. Yeah. That's why they're on bad team.
Isn't it a come down for Paige that she's involved in this?
She hasn't done anything in ages.
It doesn't look good, does it?
I think she's injured. That's why she ain't done anything in ages.
Injured physically or injured in the brain, one or the other. But something's happening there because she's not getting a push.
She's not getting TV time, nothing. Because they're concentrating on Charlotte right now. And they had that stint earlier, last summer with...
Well, Paige basically introduced Charlotte to the main roster with those matches, Paige does her job. Yeah. Maybe likes her or not. Maybe they're out of ideas for her because like we were saying before, she has wrestled everybody now.
Yeah, she has.
So...
But they've got to start bringing people up from NXT for her to wrestle. Yeah. But the thing is...
Or send her down there even. I'd watch her in NXT.
Oh, I do watch...
It's not a demotion anymore.
No, it's not anymore. No. But with Paige, the only thing she could do to make her career better is have the title.
I thought you were going to say be American.
No, have the title.
Yeah.
She needs to hold the title to push things.
Yeah.
The problem is it's classed as Diva's title.
And stop switching her back and forth.
Yeah.
Do you know what, honestly what she is now? Do you know what she is at the minute?
No.
Nobody does.
No.
I don't even think she does.
No. She's bad or good.
Yeah.
She's a bad girl. She's wearing all the black.
Yeah.
Purple and black. She needs the title. And do you know what they need to do to her what they've done with Charlotte?
Yeah.
Which they did start doing with Paige.
Yeah.
But then they brought Charlotte up because she's Flair's daughter.
I'd still make her a Wyatt, but anyway. I know we have different visions on that.
I'd love to make her a Wyatt, but the problem is they've established her in other parts.
Yeah, that is.
So why make her a Wyatt?
It would have to be like a brainwashing thing.
When you have a Wyatt, which they tried with Daniel Bryan a few years ago.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that too.
People wouldn't boo him.
No, they still wouldn't boo him. No.
No.
Because it's Daniel Bryan. I still fill up when I watch his leaving speech.
Yeah.
Which is still...
Yeah, we watched that Thank You Daniel thing today.
So did I, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh.
That just melted me. So, okay, so that's pretty much the kickoff show covered. Was that what you predicted? Who would win it?
Pretty much, yeah, I reckon... Oh, I hadn't said who won it. I reckon Team Total Divas will win it before TV coverage.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay.
That is all the reason, and that'll be on TMZ and E News. Yeah. Team Total Divas.
The kickoff show's free, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you put the. I think you're right. I think looking at that, that'll be the one they have going into Mania.
Yeah.
Try and get the casuals who watch Total Divas, because apparently not everyone who watches Total Divas is a wrestling fan. I've spoken to people who watch Total Divas just as a show, so they know about the wrestling, but they prefer the bitchy side of it. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
we're wrestling fans, so we don't see that. But
no, I can't deal with that. No, Total Divas. I'm gonna win. They're gonna win that because it's a bitch fest, isn't it? You know.
And they all just, let's be honest, it's not gonna matter unless they do something significant with Emma or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. And they're not gonna do anything significant like that because simple reason is Emma's stuck in NXT right now. She came to the new roster as a face, the main roster as a face with Santino at first. It didn't work for her. Then she got fired for stealing something she didn't realise she stole. And then she got rehired that same day.
It was very messy.
Yeah, it was very messy thing. And then they basically punished her by demoting her to NXT, where she has thrived.
Yeah.
She has thrived.
Hot little Aussie, that's good.
Yeah, she's phenomenal. Have you seen new pics of her? She looks amazing.
Yeah. Well, the main card then, okay? So we get to business. So
we start with AJ Styles.
I think that's opening, do you?
Yeah. AJ Styles and Jericho.
Or maybe it's either that or the ladder match first. If we go AJ Jericho now, because I know we both want
I don't think they shouldn't start with a ladder match.
No, just going on what they've done in the past with Money in the Bank.
Well, they have always started with a ladder match, but with the pre-shows now, because the network, we've had pre-shows on everything. It makes the card bigger.
Yeah.
And it also gives the main roster then longer on matches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to start with, I reckon, if they don't start with the Andre the Giant Memorial match.
I think that's going on the pre-show. I think that's
If that is, I am throwing out Kane to win that.
Okay, yeah. We've done that.
We've done that, yeah.
So, we can talk about AJ and Jericho.
Well, I think that should be one of the first matches of the main, or that would be the New Day.
So exactly. So we're looking forward to it. But who do you, AJ or Jericho?
AJ. Yeah. Do you know why? Because there's natural progression there for AJ.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be chasing the title this summer.
Yeah. Even if it's intercontinental, European, or the big one. I don't think he's going to go for the big one.
You mean US, don't you? Yeah. US title. They got rid of the European, remember?
Oh shit, yeah. US title.
I lose track.
Sorry, yeah, same here. So I'm still living in when wrestling was great.
When the European title actually was a prize.
And it meant something.
Yeah, but I think it could be the Intercontinental, but it could be the US title. It'll be one of the secondary titles.
Yeah, I reckon they're going to put him for the Intercontinental. You know, everyone's...
There's too many people coming back in his way to go for the world title.
No, because Big John Cena's coming back.
He is.
I think
I'll be mentioning John Cena later.
Yeah, I think. I got a feeling he's going to do a run out later.
Yeah, me too. But get to that.
Also, Seth is due back by SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's on my list too.
Yeah, same here. Yeah. But no, AJ is going to win that because there's no other natural progression for AJ.
No.
To go, he's not going to lose on his first Raw WrestleMania.
No, I'm expecting a good match today.
I'm expecting a great match.
Jericho's best
effort. Yeah, Jericho always brings it on the big shows. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I mean,
always.
Whatever. I like Jericho as a heel.
Yeah,
don't bring him back as a babyface because I don't like him.
No, he's good as heel. I like all that stuff he done with CM Punk a few years ago as a heel.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
All the stuff he done up to the Shawn Michaels match.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, that was brilliant.
All the stuff he done when he was the champ of champs, the
the undisputed
champion. Yeah. You know, great. He's Steph is his manager, fantastic. He was the arrogant, cocky
Yeah, and that's what
he can play, and he can play that really well.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
but AJ needs a progression now, because once he's fought, because he's been fighting like Kevin Owens on Raw and that, and SmackDown, and I'm thinking these matches should be built up to pay-per-views.
And I think in future they will be. But
I can understand they want to put them, but they should have them as dark matches.
Yeah.
Matches we don't see on TV, because they're going to be great matches.
And AJ's a big inspiration for those guys, because he's been around a long time.
He's been around 18 years. Yeah. I'm looking at their matches. I'm thinking, a year's time, they'll be title matches. Yeah, they will. So why are we watching them now?
Yeah.
I just don't think WWE's got foresight right now.
No.
And they've got a really short memory.
They do use up a lot of matches early. I mean, nobody ever went to see Randy Orton and Sheamus again, do they? It's he can get like that,
No,
okay,
it's called a limited roster when they've got a massive roster, but they don't push everyone.
No, because they haven't put them in a position to push them.
No,
they're all the same.
Yeah. They're all job like Zack Ryder's now getting a position again.
Yeah, but Zack Ryder, is he in the Intercontinental? Ladder match. We were on a Owens, so we may as well.
Yeah.
Go to that.
We'll go straight to that now. Intercontinental title match. Zack Ryder's in it. I'd love him to win it, but I know he's not going to.
He's not going to, is he?
No.
Have you got a winner?
I have got a winner.
Yeah. It's not Dolph. Dolph is there for the stunts.
Dolph is there for the stunts. He's not going to win that.
I have a winner, but it may not be who you expect.
I got Sami Zayn.
I've got Zayn as well.
I got Sami Zayn. Do you know why?
Go ahead.
Because with recent things on Raw and SmackDown with Zayn and Kevin Owens, and they have been harkering back constantly to that match they had at NXT.
And we're going to have that rivalry again, I think. So the reason I said Zayn is because I think he'll win, and then Kevin Owens will have the fallback of, you didn't beat me.
Yeah.
You didn't pin me.
No, you didn't pin me. You just took the title from the top of the ladder.
And we're off to the races with Zayn and Owens.
Yeah, and then at Payback, we're gonna have them two going at it. And
is that what it's called? Have we decided?
I don't know what it's called. What we can't decide. It's whatever the execs.
Yeah, well, me and you still call it Backlash. But
I'd still call it Backlash. But last year it was Payback, wasn't it?
Yeah. So
and the year before.
I think for that reason, Zayn will win, and I think we're going to see some. We'll see some spots, of course. Some.
There's going to be some big spots. We've got Ziggler in the match.
Shame we got no Kofi, isn't it? That would be.
Kofi's doing well other places.
Yeah, this is where you miss people like Kofi and John Morrison and people like that.
And what's his name? Black. Yeah. Or he's calling himself Thingy Black now. The South African kid. Well, he's not a kid. He's older than me.
Which one?
Gabriel. Justin Gabriel.
Oh, Justin Gabriel. Yeah.
You miss people like him because
I was thinking of Adam Rose.
Adam Rose. Social Outcasts are not doing nothing this year.
No, they'll pop up at some point. They'll probably come on and The Rock will come down and beat them all up or something.
Don't call that now. Don't call that. He's already beaten them up, hasn't he?
But it's The Rock. You've got to give him something to do. So Austin's there.
Yeah, Austin's there too. Them two will beat up the Social Outcasts and have a mini tag match.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Just quickly, did you see Curtis Axel break character on Raw?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday. I was just about to mention that, and I literally just went,
oh, that's cool. I'm listening now.
And then they started. Then what's his name started talking crap.
Okay. So
he said happy birthday, Dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted the adverts. They had a montage of Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh.
Yeah, it's a lot to live up to, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so
And they showed his thing where he's like holding one on golf and he hits a 3-pointer from like 10 miles.
You've ever seen the outtakes of that?
No.
What they used to do was when they had the cameras rolling, he was good. They used to say, listen, he was really good at this stuff. When the cameras would start rolling, though, he'd get it wrong, right? So what they did was they wouldn't tell him when they were rolling. So he would, so he's hitting those balls out, then he's sinking those baskets, and throwing catching the football and that kind of stuff, and it's because he didn't know the camera was rolling. So he's perfect, but not when he thinks he's on camera.
Well, they showed a montage of that, didn't they?
Oh.
For his birthday, like.
Okay, I've got another match for you. Ryback and Kalisto.
Ryback's going to win that because Kalisto's had so many close encounters recently.
I wrote back to the big man.
Yeah.
Which I think is Vince will go, okay, now's the time for Ryback. Otherwise, what are they doing really? If they're going to push him, then he's going to win, isn't he?
There's no progress for him otherwise.
No.
He's like...
He's had too long of that, hasn't he?
And also, he's changed. He's wearing the little pantyhose now.
Yeah.
And he's taken the unitard off. And
he's Goldberging it now.
He's Goldberging it now.
He is Goldberging it. It's not being cruel. He looks like Goldberg now.
Yeah, and he's starting to do the old, no more messing around.
Yeah.
He's
saying who's next before you know it.
Yeah, he's basically doing who's next, but he's like, he's doing no more messing around. They're basically doing the Goldberg on him, even though he's
minus the streak
and a foot short.
Yeah. yeah, so it's pretty cut and dried there. You expect Kalisto to bounce a lot, and Ryback will sink in with something huge.
He'll do about 6 hurricanranas and stuff like that.
And he'll get meat hook clotheslined, and then what's that thing where he picks him up?
Don't know, but he just drops him.
Yeah, the marching.
Yeah, which is still
away slam.
A stupid ass move.
Yeah,
he's gonna win it, and that's it, really.
Yeah. Okay. So we're pretty much unanimous
pretty
on that.
much.
Okay, I'm surprised that we had the same for the ladder match, but that's cool.
Yeah, I want Sami Zayn to win it too.
Yeah, it would be very good. Be a good moment. Yeah. I've got New Day in League of Nations. Okay, and the only thing I wrote on my notes next to it, next to New Day, was surely.
Do you know what I put? Yeah. New Day to win.
I don't see any other outcome. It would be ridiculous to take the title off him now, wouldn't it?
One, they're doing it so well, and they're pushing everything forward.
Yeah.
They're turning tag team wrestling fun again.
Yeah. How many people are wrestling in this match? 2-on-2?
7.
Yeah. Is it 2-on-2 meant to be though?
No, it's handicap.
We're having Freebird rules, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're doing the Freebird. Well, they've always done the Freebird rules.
Yeah.
Haven't they? They've always stayed that out.
Yeah.
And that's why they're inducting the Freebirds into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Because apparently, in recent memory, they're the only ones that's used it. Even though I can think of about 5 others.
Yeah, in the I think they were first. Yeah, but on the network today, I said to you earlier, I watched the new Legends show, the JBL one where the
Freebirds were the first one to use the rolling tag team titles. Yeah. Any member can hold it as part of that stable. But I mean, recent memory, there's been about 4 or 5.
Oh yeah, as a kid, before I knew who the Freebirds were, because WWF was my first thing. Demolition did it. They were good guys. They won the titles, and then all of a sudden, Crush started appearing with them, and then they would Axe. Apparently, Axe had heart problems that time. By the way, that's why.
That's why they had the Freebird rule.
And they ended up wrestling like the Heart Foundation at SummerSlam 2 or 3
The Heart Foundation used it and all because they were 3s at one point.
Oh, they were the later version. Yeah,
when they had Owen Hart in the group and all that.
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
but we think New Day winning this surely.
Yeah, New Day's gonna win it. There's no progression there for them.
No.
Now we're coming up to matches where
it's a really fun match.
Yeah, the ones that don't need progression. We want winners. We don't want any false wins or anything. We need winners in these matches, and I'm going for Brock versus Dean Ambrose.
We'll do that first, yeah?
Yeah, we'll do that first, because it's them, and then it's Hell in a Cell, and then it's the final, so
we got the women as well?
Yeah. Women.
Yeah. No, we do them next. We do Ambrose now, if you want.
Yeah, let's do the Ambrose now, and then...
Because they put the women on before the main event anyway,
they normally do, triple threat. Make them feel important.
Yeah, so...
Get them out of the kitchen for a reason.
Ambrose Lesnar. Who wins?
Ambrose, and he's going to pin Lesnar.
I said Ambrose too. Are you taking away all my surprises?
We've done these separately, didn't we?
We did. We honestly did.
Yeah.
Okay, so why do you think Ambrose wins?
Ambrose, because Lesnar hasn't been pinned since 2013, and Triple H pinned him.
Yeah, it's a long time. It's a long time since he last lost. Yeah.
And also, he's done so much.
Yeah.
He's not been pinned. He has lost.
Because I mean, the theory going in, I think most places I've seen this, okay, is that Lesnar wins because he's Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar doesn't lose, okay, and he's not going to lose to Ambrose,
but Lesnar doesn't need it.
Well, no, he doesn't, and also if Ambrose beats him,
he's going to use weapons.
I'll go into a bit more detail about it later. He'll use weapons, so Brock doesn't lose anything by getting beaten by.
No, normal moves.
I'm assuming the chainsaw's not getting used, but
no.
The other
Terry
weapons,
Funk brought it though, so
he did. That was cool.
That was cool. He just brings it on and
Foley 1 week, Terry Funk the next week. I mean, that's giving him a push, isn't it?
That's making him hardcore.
Yeah.
I think they finally caught on to the fact that Ambrose can make him some money here.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. So I think Ambrose is going to win as well, and it's because I think Ambrose is being built up for something bigger, which I will come to shortly.
He's gonna have the title SummerSlam because I reckon I want to come to it shortly. Actually,
yeah.
The
only reason I'm not going in is because it leaded to something else.
Yeah, and I think you know where I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah.
And all.
So distract you with just quickly. So before I move on, so the Ambrose Lesnar match. Is it going to be a good match? I mean, I know it's going to be a fight.
I think it's going to be a good match. Do you know why? Because Lesnar is going to take Ambrose to Suplex City.
Yeah, of course.
That's where it's going to start.
Of course.
And then Ambrose is going to do the old, I'm not done yet.
Yeah. I think we'll have Lesnar trying to choke him down and slow him down as well.
And it's not going to... And Ambrose will do the flailing on the floor a bit.
And he's going to do lots of on his knees, calling him on and stuff like that.
And then he's going to roll out the ring after, like, say, another suplex or German suplex. And he's going to pull out the old bat. Yeah. The baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire. And he's going to hit Lesnar.
He's definitely using that.
Yeah. Lesnar's going to bleed.
Yeah.
Lesnar bleeds after a flick to the cheek.
He may even light it on fire. How about that?
We're asking too much.
How about that? Well, they need stuff now. They need big stuff for this Mania. If they were going to do it, I get what you're saying. PG, they don't do that. The barbed wire bat's a push, but
yeah, they're going to use the barbed wire bat like he uses the sledgehammer now. Yeah. He's going to actually hold it and not actually hit him with the sledgehammer.
Of course, I've 40 come on light it for him.
Yeah,
I'm booking this as I go.
Oh well.
Terry Funk can come in as well and get smashed. Terry Funk doesn't care. He'll take a suplex.
He'll take anything, Terry Funk. He's like 70 odd.
Actually see Terry Funk, Brock Lesnar suplex him, he'll actually just shatter on the floor. So that's finally the one that done it.
No, he shatters, comes back together and go, you know,
forever! Have you seen that clip? How many times does he say forever?
Oh God, I don't know. All I see, he's bleeding his own everywhere.
That's right.
And forever!
Yeah. I think it's when he beats Harley, I think, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. And it's on Beyond the Mat.
Yeah, it is. It's brilliant.
It's great. Brilliant. And he'll just scream that in the mic over and over again. Yeah. Then Mick will come down, shut up, and then give the baseball bat to Dean Ambrose.
I think this match goes here as well because you can't go into the Hell in a Cell directly from this.
After that, no, you can't.
You need something. You need a wrestling match,
and that's where we've got the Divas.
That's where we have the Divas.
Now, the Divas.
They will give us a wrestling match, though. I hope they get enough time to do this properly.
Yes,
I know they do rate these girls, don't they?
I rate them, all three of them.
Yeah, but even WWE seems to at least be giving them a little bit more attention than they used to.
Yeah, they had a good match on Raw just gone. You know, Becky Lynch.
Yeah,
and
Becky's good.
Becky is good.
Yeah, Becky.
But she's not going to win it.
No, so who's winning this?
Sasha.
I've gone Sasha too. Yeah, absolutely.
She's the boss.
Is this? I mentioned it, and I think you mentioned it too. Is this where Rick and Charlotte
split up?
Get some issues?
Yes. And then
or at very least start it off.
Start the issues off, and then by Payback or whatever they're going to call it this year.
They could go the full way, but I'm saying it would probably more because they haven't suggested anything up to now.
I'd like the roots of it now, where Charlotte loses it and Rick, and then they have the tension.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, by the time Payback comes back, or the next pay-per-view after that, whatever they decide to call that one, because they're changing them all the time now.
Yeah.
Rick then will go to the champion, which is Sasha Banks.
Yeah. My only slight worry if they do that, okay, and I hope they don't. I hope they don't go too personal with family stuff because there's some stuff that's very sensitive. They could say
we don't want
Reed being brought up.
We don't want Reed brought up.
We don't need that.
He's passed away. You could bring David in.
Yeah, I mean they made Paige
mention Reed.
Mention it, and that didn't go down well.
No, I didn't think that was.
You just don't need that level of personal, not true anyway.
The problem is when we know about it and all. Yeah. I reckon they should bring David Flair back.
Yeah.
He wrestles now. He's on the independent circuit.
David could be with Charlotte because there's always been the impression that let's be honest, David never really made it properly.
No, he didn't. And he could use the storyline as his dad held him back.
Do you remember when
because of what happened?
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Reed.
This is what I'm saying.
His dad held him back because of what happened to Reed, and he let Charlotte go forward because she's a girl.
Yeah.
And then they could use that then with
if Rick's doing the whole
you're not a champion, you're my daughter. He can call her a failure. He can even call then David a failure, and there's more evidence to support that.
Yeah, and then David comes in as the manager of Charlotte.
Yeah, you could do that.
And David then starts wrestling as well, because he actually is a really good wrestler as well.
Yeah, he wasn't bad. He wasn't Ric Flair, was he?
No, and the problem is he looks so much like his dad.
Yeah.
Which is a problem.
Yeah.
But it can't be a problem anymore because you got Charlotte acting like Flair nowadays.
Yeah. He looks like a discount version of Ric Flair, doesn't he? That's the problem.
Yeah. Without the back injury.
Yeah.
And everything. But the problem is you can bring David in with not trying to be his father anymore.
Yeah. Well, what we have to make sure of as well, they have to make sure of, is that if they're doing this story now, if they're going to launch that, which we kind of want to see, it's still going to be about Sasha when she wins.
Well, and we could have Ric Flair saying, like in a segment, saying Raw the next day, saying, "I'll be your manager," and Sasha just does the old, looking at her hand and goes, "No,
it's very Sasha.
I'm the boss."
Yeah,
you know, just looks and goes.
This is what I like about Sasha. Whether you're cheering her or you're booing her, she's still the same character. It used to be the same with Jake the Snake.
Yeah,
no matter which way they turn, it's not logical that suddenly they would wrestle differently, you know, and all this kind of stuff. They would still be the same people. They just have a different morality to it now. That's the only difference. So, so I think I would like to see Sasha. I hope it's Sasha.
I want to see Sasha win it. We'll have,
and then we'll have some depth to Charlotte if she starts going against Rick, because we do need that. We know how good she is, and we know how good a heel.
She's good. She came in as a face. She turned to heel when she won the title and Dad started taking over. She needs to rebel against her father, which it's looking like she's going to get to there.
Yeah, and even if she goes face again, it's not such a bad thing now, because if you give her some depth in future, and then you can do more with
I reckon she should bring in her brother David Flair.
Yeah.
Because, you know...
I'm not against that. I think that
I'm not against that. I reckon that would bring it depth, because then Ric Flair do the old, you're coming against me and all that. Then he could then try to manage other divas after... Sasha's looked at her hand that says boss on it, on the rings, and just does no, and walks away with the title. And then next thing you know, Flair's in charge of Team Bad.
Okay, so Sasha for both of us on that one then?
Yeah, pretty much.
So the top two matches then. Okay, so we're going to assume that the world title match is going on last.
Oh, it would diminish the title if it didn't go on last.
It had better.
Yes.
Okay.
The next match for me would be the Hell in a Cell,
which is Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker, which we mentioned about the build-up on Raw, and it's been a bit confusing for people. They're not sure who we're supposed to support. I'm not sure that WWE even is worried about that at the minute. I think it's just a case of we just want to get these out there. We don't want you to know what's going to happen. We want you to keep you guessing. This is a big selling point for Wrestlemania.
Basically, we don't know. I reckon there's going to be a couple of run-ins.
Me too. So, overall, who wins?
Overall, I put Undertaker.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Go.
Because it can't be his last WrestleMania.
Okay.
He hasn't fought Sting yet.
Okay.
I don't think Sting's neck is messed up as much as
Sting has just said he's not retiring, hasn't he? He's made a point of saying
it. He's basically saying, but we'll find out at Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Which I'll be watching Sunday.
Not many existing wrestlers are in the Hall of Fame. I will point that out.
No.
Because if you notice, the only active wrestler in the past, he was the first one to be put in the Hall of Fame, was Ric Flair.
Yeah, and
he went in the night before he got retired.
Yeah.
And before he went to TNA
and he carried on.
No, he didn't. Well, he didn't destroy his legs. He hadn't been dramatic.
He didn't destroy his legs. He just destroyed his forearms.
I ignored his TNA. I didn't want to see it. I was happy with the ending he got with Shawn Michaels. I think he was really. I think it was just a money thing, to be honest.
Yeah, of course it was. And he didn't go in originally as a wrestler.
No.
He went in as a manager, but they ended up getting it.
And he apparently told Shawn that he was going to do it beforehand. Shawn Michaels has said that.
Yeah.
Because Rick told him. And Shawn said he more or less, for him, Rick's last real matches were with him.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was his last real match. Alright, I've seen Rick do loads of stuff at TNA, and he didn't wrestle all the time.
No.
He came out as a necessity, and then he started doing other matches.
Yeah, and the man's got to pay his bills, and he has a lot of them. He has a lot of ex-wives, so it's...
I
don't hold it against him. It's just a shame that that's out there when
he can't seem to hold on to a wife.
you can have a fantastic on-screen storybook ending, but when you've still got those problems in real life, then obviously, you've got to do what you got to do. So, have you got a prediction of who runs in this match and how it...
I haven't, no. Do you know why? I can't think who would run in.
Alright, well,
the only one I think would run in would be Cena to set up WrestleMania next year.
Now, I will say who I think is going to run in, but I'm going to save it, okay? Because I think there's the same circle of people could be involved in the main event, but I'm not sure which match. It will become clear. Senior is one of them, and I think Shane McMahon's going to win.
Really?
Yeah, and that's one of my outside bets. And the reason
that's a ballsy bet because
if Shane wins,
yeah,
Shane has control of Raw,
and that's what they need. They need to change up.
Why does Undertaker have to retire then if Shane decides I'll bring him back?
True.
Respect him, fought him at Mania. I'll bring the Undertaker back. I don't think. I mean, it may sound a little. I don't like that. But I could see him doing it.
I don't know. I can see it now. He's saying it, but I don't know.
I'm not sure why they put this stipulation into.
It just seems to. They put it in to make it seem bigger.
Shock factor, like the Brock Lesnar thing.
Yeah, where you get the guy just.
The open mouth.
Look, oh my God, look.
And the guy going, wow, wow. I can still see all the faces.
He's still a massive meme.
Have you heard the "You Suck" guy? There's a guy, right? I haven't heard him at many recent events, right? But he goes to WWE events, and I remember when Taker was getting up after being beaten like that by Lesnar, and people starting to applaud him, and it's a bit of a moment. And you see one guy in the front row going, "You suck, boo," on his own, and he's really loud, and he keeps turning up at pay-per-views at moments like that and doing the same thing.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, honestly, if you go and watch it back. It's almost like Taker must be able to hear that. He must just want to go and crack the guy in the face. But I think Shane will beat him, and I think they will find a way to get Taker back one more time. Maybe he's just going to retire like this. We didn't expect him to lose at Mania.
Well, the old fabled rule: you leave a territory on your back.
And Taker is old school,
he
as
is
old school as it gets.
And he did leave on his back technically when he thought he was done against Brock.
Yeah,
but he weren't done because he got healthier.
Yeah.
And he's back to his prime right now.
And they still talk about his WrestleMania record. It's not undefeated anymore. They still bring it up.
22-1.
Yeah.
Because
Heyman even said
it. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He beat Bray last year. See.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Of course he did. I've beaten Bray, I think.
Unfortunately, everyone has.
A payback.
Nobody ran in with a chair.
Nobody saw it. Yeah, but so I mean, in Hell in a Cell. Okay, so they're gonna break the blood rule, yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
There is going to be blood.
It's got to be for Shane to be believable over Taker. There's got to be some blood.
Oh yeah. Taker's got to be bleeding, and lucky Taker's old school. He's not shying away from a bit of colour.
Oh no, he probably suggested it.
Yeah, he's like Vince.
Yeah.
This is not going to be plausible unless he makes me bleed.
Yeah, I think we will see like tables at ringside next to the cell, and Shane getting choke slammed through them from the apron and that kind of thing. Shane getting thrown off into the cell. Do you think they'll leave the cell? They've got to open the cell, haven't they? Especially if we're going to get running.
No one's going off the top of the cell.
That's the one that everyone...
No one's going off the top of the cell.
I hope not, but...
they're not going to... Shane takes bumps.
That's the bump, isn't it?
But that's the Mick Foley bump, and no one's doing that.
You know, if one person wants to do it, though, and has the pull to do it now, that's the only guy, isn't it?
Shane is the only guy that would do it.
I mean, I'm not saying he should, then I don't want him to die.
Do you know the only way I can see it in my head to do it? It'll be similar to what happened on Raw just gone, where Taker is literally sprawled out on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the only way they're going to get out of the ring is where Taker, say, choke slams him through, power bombs him through the cage.
Yeah. They're
going to have a panel set that'll fall.
Yeah.
And Taker is then sprawled on the table after a bit of a tussle outside and all that.
Yeah.
And then Shane's going to climb up halfway up the cage.
Yeah.
Then he's going to look down, look at the crowd. Everyone's going to go, holy. He's going to do it from halfway, elbow drop.
Yeah. I think
only way
we will see something high flying off the cell, but hopefully just not that forward tumble that Foley.
No, we're not going to get a Foley drop, and I don't think we ever will.
No.
and as much as we would all go, wow, that's amazing, nobody really wants that.
I wouldn't want to. When I saw with Foley the first time, I thought he died.
It's scary.
Yeah, I literally thought Foley died the first time I saw it.
It's scarier.
And the
more times you watch it.
I was 98. I was 16 when I saw that. I was 16 years old. I stayed up late. You know, it was.
It almost didn't seem real.
No, I'd finished working then and all. I finished school by then.
Yeah.
Because it was.
It was like June, wasn't it?
It was like June. Yeah.
King of the Ring. King of the Ring.
Yeah, it was King of the Ring. It was June. I just finished school. I was getting ready to start my full-time job in Hyper Value in Swansea, and it was a summer job, and I stayed up to watch it because we ain't long had Sky Sports, and I think it cost about $6.99, something like that, for pay-per-views back then.
Oh, it was a pay-per-view, was it?
It was pay-per-view, wasn't it? And I remember watching it.
The one stage we had them all free, see, on Sky Sports.
And my friend Rob was with me, and we watched it.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking he died.
Yeah.
I thought he died.
And then when he was...
And he went in the main event. Main event was Stone Cold.
Yeah, does anyone even remember?
And he's
Kane?
still...
Stone Cold and Kane?
I think so. Stone Cold and Kane. And Mick Foley still done a run out for that. He's still done the run out.
There's something wrong with the guy. Genuinely something
wrong
with the guy.
But the thing is, he went off the cage and then he went through the cage.
Yeah. And through the cage, we're told isn't planned, and the chair hits him in the face on the way down.
On the way down, and knocks his teeth through his nose.
Wow!
And I saw that guy talk in 2013. Never got to meet him there. It was a small place. I wanted to go and shake his hand, but I didn't get a chance.
I mean, this will be a longer match. It'll have big bumps.
It will be a long match.
But hopefully nothing career-ending.
The last hour and a half of WrestleMania will be for the last two matches.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the Brock Lesnar Ambrose is going to go past 20 minutes.
No. Let me just ask you as well, if Undertaker wins, like you're saying, which everyone seems to be picking Undertaker, you know, what happens to Shane then? Did you just go away?
No, they could do the story well. I made contingencies and I bought a ruling.
Are we going to do like the
Invasion.
WCW?
Invasion.
Yeah.
I bought ruling mount.
Yeah.
So I can... And so it makes him equal to Vince.
Yeah, it's a shame it wouldn't work, but he could run NXT on to Raw.
No. Well, you could do that along the line.
There's no one around they could do it with now.
Well,
they couldn't do an invasion with anybody, really, could they?
They could do it with Triple H, but do you know what they do? The way I'd look at it now after you said that was if Shane didn't win, but he bought ruling party.
Yeah.
He fired Triple H he fired Stephanie, and say Triple H won. I don't think he will, and it's going to be Booville.
Booville.
You know, and he fired Triple H and Steph. SummerSlam invasion could start then. Do you know why? Because Triple H, because he's building NXT. He could bring Corbin and all them up. And
Samoa Joe,
the lot.
Yeah, well, I mean...
I think Devitt is... Well, not Devitt, he's not Devitt anymore. Finn Balor is going to be on Raw the day after WrestleMania.
It's possible.
With Bullet Club. And it's going to be called Balor Club.
I'm calling Bayley, but we'll see.
Bayley will turn up as well. But she's not going to win the Divas title.
Not straight away. No.
And
she'll do a page.
They need to change the Divas to a women's championship.
Oh, please, just change it. They're women, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So, just one other thing I thought of before we move on to the main event. If Taker did win and Shane would still be around, brand split, anybody?
Well, yeah, of course, they're going to brand split
Raw,
anyway,
SmackDown, because Shane still has, despite this story, Shane still has a controlling interest. When he wants Raw, that's what he's fighting for.
But he'll get SmackDown.
Yeah, so he could get SmackDown, or he could get Raw and someone else go to SmackDown.
Yeah,
you know?
it could. We could have Steph SmackDown and Shane Raw, or we could... Well, Steph used to have SmackDown anyway, so they might do Steph Raw and Shane SmackDown.
Doing a draft with those two, or Shane and Vince would be quite cool as well.
That would be quite funny, because then they'd be squabbling.
Yeah. And if it leads to the kind of SmackDown we had when Paul Heyman was in charge of it, then I'm all in.
Amazing.
I'm all in.
When he brought Guerrero and Edge and all them forward. Oh,
Mysterio, awesome. World's greatest tag team. Amazing stuff.
All right. The last and big one.
The main event.
Roman Reigns. Who you got?
Reigns.
I got Reigns.
Okay.
Do you know why I got Reigns?
Because that's
how
seems to be blatantly where they're going.
Blatantly obvious where they're going. I want to see Triple H win though.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Well, so it's a surprise.
It's a Triple H 1, 2, it's a surprise, and 3, that would turn Reigns over the edge. Then they'll have a run out for Triple H, which will not end up knocking Reigns down. I'm not talking a DX right now. I'm talking to Shawn Michaels. Michaels super kick into the jaw, and then then Triple H brings him straight into a pedigree, down, bang, oof, 1, 2, 3, and that's right at the end after they've had like a 30-minute match.
That could work,
and that's when Reigns goes heel.
Well, I was about to say that I think same sort of thing in terms of I think Reigns could use this to go heel. It's screaming out for it.
Yeah, it's crying for heel.
What we could see is that he's failing again. Okay, now this is where I came to the thing earlier I said about run-ins. I don't know exactly how this would be constructed because there's so many ways you could go with it, and we don't know what they're going to do after WrestleMania. That's a big factor.
Yeah,
we haven't seen Seth Rollins for quite a long time.
He's not due back till July because he still can't run on it.
Now Seth and Triple H were kind of at odds before he got injured. They've kind of been talking smack about him since he was gone on TV. Stephanie, mentioning it and stuff like that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So there's a possibility Rollins could, if not,
he
do anything crazy because he's still injured.
He could appear at the top of the ring.
He could appear
top of the rope.
He
top
could,
of the ramp.
He could get involved in the sense that he could help Roman. Okay. Now you can turn Roman heel out of this too because you keep Seth heel. You can turn Triple H face. Yeah. And if
Triple H is face anyway.
Yeah, but because of association at the minute.
The only time he's heel is when he's talking. Yeah. Because he's talking smack. But as soon as he's in ring gear,
talks it well.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah.
As soon as he's in ring gear though, everyone loves him. Do you know why? Because he's upgraded himself to ass kicking mode.
Yeah.
As soon as he comes out in ring gear, he gets biggest roars.
How about this? If I'm right about Shane beating Taker, yeah, Vince blames Triple H and Stephanie. Vince costs Triple H the title, takes Reigns with him as the guy. And the Vince appointed guy who everybody hates because why? Yeah, because he's the Vince appointed guy. Yeah. So that to me would make a lot of sense. It's not the first time Vince has been involved in a heel turn on a main event at Mania.
And it's not the first time Vince has had an appointed guy where everyone just turns his back on him.
And also, the last time he did it with Austin at WrestleMania, it didn't work because nobody wanted to boo Austin.
No, and it's Austin.
It'll work with Reigns.
We could have a little run-in from Austin.
Austin could be involved. Austin is at Mania, isn't he? And so is The Rock, and so is Shawn Michaels, I believe.
Yeah, all three of them. We don't know what their roles are.
They could be involved, or it could just be a buddy segment, couldn't it?
It could be a buddy segment like they did with Hogan at the beginning of WrestleMania 30.
Which was pretty cool.
It was great.
Because Hogan tripped over his words, and that was hilarious.
And then then Stone Cold and The Rock took the piss out of him live at WrestleMania 30.
Yeah. I won't say too much on Hogan, he might sue me. He seems to be doing quite well with that at the minute.
Dude, you ain't got enough money for him to bother.
No, but you think that they're going to go with Reigns?
Just in case he's listening, love you, Hogan.
Yeah, I don't. I'll leave it there for a second.
I still like Hogan at WrestleMania against The Rock.
We think in our heart of hearts they are going to. Oh, I love that, by the way. The crowd. If you put it on mute, it's not so great, but you don't have to put it on mute. But it doesn't matter. It's an occasion.
No, it's the moment.
We think they're going to go with the obvious thing that Reigns wins, and
but the crowd is going to turn against him again. They're not going to turn against him. They're already against him.
There's no money in the bank, so it's not like Rollins can repeat last year.
No, Sheamus already used it.
Yeah, he already used it.
5 minutes and 15 seconds.
So, looking at who's out, okay, I was just thinking of it, and you've got Rollins, Cena, and Orton. Orton apparently is going to feature in some way at WrestleMania. I don't know what.
Really?
This is what I've heard. This rumor.
I don't know.
So out of those, the top two matches, do you see any of those three in the top two matches? In some way, even if we don't know what it is.
I see Cena coming out for the Undertaker match.
Okay. To do what?
To AA Undertaker to to set up WrestleMania next year.
Okay.
Or to set up Payback or...
I think that's be WrestleMania, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd have to be WrestleMania, and
because if he loses, he's gone.
Yeah.
So then he would have a whole year to explain how you got him back. Yeah, that makes sense to me. It does. I would...
That's easy to explain. Vince would be like, it's money.
Yeah.
Or Shane would be like, it's money.
It supports my Shane theory a bit more too, so I like it.
Yeah. And I could see Shawn Michaels interfering in the last one.
Yeah, it was my first thought when they put Reigns and Triple H as the main event. I thought that Shawn Michaels would, as he's at Mania, I thought he'd have some kind of heavy involvement. So, so as it stands, Reigns is going to end WrestleMania as champion.
Yeah, and they're gonna do him when he punches the middle, and they're gonna slow-mo the camera around.
The superhero punch to the floor.
But talking about Reigns recently, he's coming from the ramp.
Yes, he is.
The last few weeks he's been down. He's coming from the ramp. Do you know why? That's a heel turn making that.
Yeah.
Do you know
that's what I thought. He's now moving away. As soon as he
started coming from the ramp, he's not part of the people.
I don't want you people touching me, basically, isn't it?
Basically, yeah. And that's a classic heel turn.
I don't know if you remember this. It's only a small part of them, but remember Edge used to come through the crowd? Edge and Christian?
That was years ago.
And they stopped and they said...
They used to get in the ring and do the 5-second pose.
They didn't want people touching them.
Yeah, and that's
great.
When it started... Because that was when they became faces after Gangrel, because the Hardy Boys came in as the heels.
And then they became dicks and they were fantastic.
Yeah.
Era of awesomeness.
5-second pose.
Oh, it was...
Have you got your flash photography ready?
Before there was New Day, there was Edge and Christian.
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
And have you watched the Edge and Christian show yet?
The first couple.
I haven't watched none of it yet. Is it good?
I've got to be in the right mood for it. If you switch your brain off and you just pretend that you're 18 again in the Attitude Era, then absolutely you can watch it.
All right.
It's basically Attitude Era humour. It's not terrible.
I'll have to watch it. There's about 4 shows on there now, isn't it?
I wouldn't go on it looking for some deep spiritual...
I'm waiting for more Drive Along.
They've done like 2?
They've done 2 and they were good. I want to see more.
There's a lot of shows on the network I would like. If anyone from WWE happens to end up hearing this, firstly, you've got all the old episodes of Primetime on up to 1987.
Yeah.
I need the late 80s, early 90s when I used to watch it on Saturday morning. So give me that, please.
Yeah.
And also give me the latest season of Total Divas.
Yeah, I'm lucky there. I haven't caught up, thank Christ, because I generally put Total Divas on when I cannot find anything else on the network to watch.
Yeah.
And there is a lot to watch on.
We've just gone past a bank holiday. I think the previous one I had a day off and I ended up watching Total Divas all day. Oh, it was such a day wasted.
Yeah,
but I couldn't stop.
Did you find your brain functioning properly after?
Yeah, when you're sitting here with a friend as well, you'd expect to say, "Dude, what the hell are you doing?" And he's looking at me and going, "Another one? Yeah, okay."
Oh, yeah. This
guilty pleasure.
What's his name?
It is.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, when I get in his car again, I will be like, I'm going to say something.
Oh, he'll blame it on me. He'll say he's the one who puts it on. I know the controller.
No. I'm still going to be like, no. The other guy said no, and now I'm going to twist it all around and everything.
All right. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you looking forward to WrestleMania now?
9. 8 and 9.
That much?
8 and 9.
WrestleMania week does this to people, doesn't it? Yeah.
It does. It's the week, innit, man?
Yeah.
And it builds me up. Do you know why? 'Cause I watch. It's a good network. I'll watch Hall of Fame Sunday afternoon with Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
I'll watch all of it.
It's live Saturday night too, isn't it? The network.
Yeah. I'm not. I won't be up for that.
I'm nocturnal, so I probably won't. Yeah.
I won't be up for that because I'm marinating chicken for WrestleMania.
Do you know what's on Friday night before WrestleMania? This Friday night, in the early hours for us, the NXT takeover.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's in Dallas.
Yeah, I had a friend who's in Australia.
Which
at the moment.
I will be watching because it's Dallas Mojo.
Yeah, a friend in Australia at the moment. He asked me the other day what time UK time that's on. I had to check for him. It's today actually. I had to check for him what time it was on because he's just so messed up with time, and we've had the clocks go forward, and
yeah,
he has no idea what's going on now. It's quite funny.
I will be watching that, but we're watching that Saturday.
Yeah, I'm only a 6 excitement wise at the moment, but as we get closer, it's going to ramp up. I think
I'm pretty high because I know I'm marinating chicken, and I make some mean ass chicken for WrestleMania.
I'll probably be going with a pizza from a very popular pizza firm.
Yeah. Oh, I might even make pizza this year. I didn't make pizza last year. I marinated 2 types of chicken.
Yeah.
And we had like sausage rolls and dips and everything.
I'll have a WrestleMania party one year, and I think I should do that.
Yeah, I want to do that, but the problem is I don't like people being in my flat.
No.
I can deal with one, but any more than one, I can't deal with it.
I've had 2 years is the most, I think, for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a whole weekend thing. I'll be excited for all weekend. I'll be on YouTube. I'll be looking at all the interviews that like the independent people do with them.
Have you noticed though? You feel more than 2, you have to talk to them.
Yes.
And I don't want to talk to them while I'm watching wrestling.
No, I like to think that anyone who comes here knows the rules. If not, then
get out.
Yeah.
Like in my place.
Lay the smacketh down.
Yeah. You know, I'll take you to SmackDown Boulevard, and I'll
Know Your Old Boulevard.
Know Your Old Boulevard.
Right next to Jabroni Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'll end up in Suplex City over my balcony.
Yes.
Which I will open just for them.
Yeah.
No, I like to marinate chicken and eat lots of chicken wings and dip in food.
Yeah.
While waiting for the missus to fall asleep so I can enjoy it properly.
Believe that.
Yeah, I believe that. We'll end it there.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, everybody. Enjoy WrestleMania. Bye.
And believe that.